This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the President of the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, had a private meeting with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai in Pakistan. The ruler of Dubai uploaded a picture to his Instagram account and also wrote a verse honoring and praising the president. The picture drew much admiration online, and followers of Sheikh Mohammed on Instagram posted thousands of comments in praise. Additionally, President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan has bestowed the first-class Order of Zayed II on the Saudi ambassador to UAE, Ibrahim Al Saad Al Ibrahim, in appreciation to his efforts that further enhanced the fraternal ties between the two countries during his tenure in the country. The Foreign Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, vested the order on the Saudi envoy when he received him in his office at the ministry and wished the outgoing Saudi ambassador success in his future tasks, referring to his role in strengthening the relations between the UAE and Saudi Arabia in many fields. A list of public holidays for 2014 has been released by the Abu Dhabi government on its website. According to the list, federal ministries, public departments, and institutions will be closed on the following holidays: January 1, New Year's Day; January 12, the Prophet's birthday; May 26, Isra and Miraj night; June 28, which is expected to be the beginning of Ramadan; July 28, Eid al-Fitr; October 3, Arafat Day; October 4, Eid al-Adha; October 25, the Hijri New Year, as well as December 2 and 3 for the National Day. All dates for Islamic holidays are noted to be estimates, as the holidays are based on the phases of the moon, and it will be announced once the moon is sighted. According to the website, the page of the list will be updated throughout the year with the latest news and links to stories related to the relevant dates for both the public and private sector in the UAE. From January 21st, there will be stricter controls on the sale and use of tobacco as the new legislation comes into effect. The new law bans selling tobacco products to anyone under 18, prohibits smoking in private cars while a child under 12 is in the vehicle, and tobacco advertisements are also forbidden under Federal Anti-Tobacco Law Number 15 of 2009. Advertisers who flout the rules will face fines of up to 1 million dirhams. Existing tobacco farms in the UAE will have to conform to the new regulations within 2 years, and production factories have been given 10 years to comply. Meanwhile, underage smoking will incur a fine between 500 and 10,000 dirhams. Smoking in houses of worship, universities, and schools is also not allowed. The legislation also prohibits the sale of sweets that resemble tobacco products and selling tobacco from a vending machine. The UAE has allocated 9.8 billion dirhams for general and higher education this year, 21% of this year's budget of 46 billion dirhams. Most of the money, 6 billion dirhams, will go towards improving general education, with the rest benefiting excellence programs in local universities. The Ministry of Education strategy is in line with Vision 2021, which includes K-12 education reform that focuses on better preparation, greater accountability, higher standards, and improved professionalism. Rote instruction is being replaced by interactive forms of learning, and English language education is being integrated into other subjects, such as maths and science. Grade 7 pupils from 8 public schools will be among the first to benefit from the first phase of the 1 billion dirham Mohammed bin Rashid Smart Learning Program. The pilot scheme, being tested by 60 teachers and 700 students, explores the implementation of information and communications technology in delivering quality education and will be rolled out to all schools within the next 5 years. And the inspection teams of the Abu Dhabi Education Council started visiting schools in the capital yesterday to ensure their compliance to the Private Schools and Quality Assurance PSQA regulation on visual surveillance to ensure student safety. ADEC had given schools in the capital until the end of August last year to install CCTV cameras that cover all school buildings, facilities, and premises classified as sensitive or critical locations. These include all common areas such as hallways, cafeterias, labs, and school building entrances. However, surveillance is not allowed inside classrooms, locker rooms, washrooms, play areas for female students, and other areas that require privacy. A study compiled by the Sharjah Police Traffic Directorate revealed that there had been 39.6 million traffic offenses recorded across the UAE within the past 6 years. Major Rashid Al Fardan, head of traffic survey at Sharjah Police, said this is due to aggressive behavior, which is a leading cause of accidents. In Sharjah, aggressive behavior such as speeding, tailgating, and reckless driving led to a 68.8% of more than 5,000 traffic accidents between 2007 and 2012, while Dubai recorded more than 2 million offenses in 2012 alone. According to experts, there are many contributing factors to the rising number of traffic offenses, such as the fast-paced development, increasing number of vehicles on roads, and lack of proper driving skills. But most importantly, Thomas Edelman, founder of RoadSafetyUAE.com, says the issue is road etiquette and politeness.
If we would all treat each other like we want to be treated, I think road safety in the UAE would definitely increase instantly. And but it's also a combination of maybe lack of skills or lack of awareness. Like, for example, people still don't know how to drive sometimes at days like today, when we are facing rainy conditions. So I think we just have to be reminded about what is the proper driving in these conditions. Use your lights, keep more distance, drive at lower speed than normally, even on the same street that you're normally using. So it's really about reminding ourselves about the proper skills that we, I think, all learned at driving school. And it is just keeping that up.
Edelman said the new portal aims to support the ongoing initiatives of various government entities and private companies to increase the level of road safety in the UAE. The interactive platform of RoadSafetyUAE.com utilizes the wide spectrum of social media and encourages participation from the public and private sector. At present, it covers more than 30 topics related to traffic and road safety. It also allows people to contribute and exchange experiences. He said cooperation between the authorities, motorists, and pedestrians is important in realizing safety on roads for everyone.
If you're a car driver, if you're a pedestrian, if you're on your bicycle, if you're in the metro, so everybody is a traffic participant. And I think we have to be very aware of that road safety really affects all of us. Along those lines, it's also very important to understand that many stakeholders, as I call it, they have a very, very key interest in increasing road safety. For example, employers. So every employer wants the employees safe and sound and productive in their seats on their desks and not with a broken leg in a hospital. This is the reason, for example, why we are talking to a lot of big and prestigious companies in the country to support us. And we have already firmed up a number of very high-profile and prestigious companies who support us.
Finally, in the bulletin, it will be 24 hours of extreme motorsport action this weekend, as Dubai is set to host the 9th edition of the Dunlop 24 Hours Dubai on Friday, which will be the first international endurance race for the new year for GTs. In a press conference, the officials organizing the event announced that around 400 drivers representing 80 different teams from over 30 countries will be participating in the endurance race that lasts for 24 hours to what promises to be an action-packed weekend at the Dubai Autodrome. This year, we'll see the local talent Khaled Al-Kubaisi take to the tracks again for the team Abu Dhabi by Black Falcon as they look to secure a hat-trick of wins in the 2014 race, following on from their victories in the race over 2 consecutive years. According to the organizers, the Dunlop 24 Hours Dubai is the biggest event for the calendar for the teams as they look to start the year's series on a positive note. Also in attendance was former international rally driver and current president of the Automobile and Touring Club of the UAE, Mohammed bin Sulayem, who stated that hosting of such events has placed the UAE as a top venue for motorsports, adding that the Dunlop 24 Hours of Dubai is now a tradition on the UAE's international sporting calendar.
The recognition is there. It's an important event in the calendar, in the international calendar, not just in the UAE. What I see about it, it's a sociable event. See, to sustain motorsport, you have to have the private sector and you have to have the community as part of it. I can see families involved in it, local teams involved in it, local companies are involved in it, and of course the organization is all from here. A good team comes also with a good strategy. Tire selection will be very important if it still rains. You have been seeing, of course, you can tell, predict a bit from the good teams. You have a strong team or a weaker team, then comes the drivers also together. So I believe the competition will be there and we will enjoy 24 hours.
This is our biggest race. It's the biggest race in the region all year long. I mean, Formula One is different. You're talking 20 cars in Formula One, whereas you're talking in this race 80 cars. So, it's a huge logistical thing, but it's fantastic. The atmosphere is amazing. We've got some amazing side events so people can come with their families. They've got free access to the circuit, free access to the paddock. There's a village with games and everything. Kids welcome. So yeah, it's our best weekend of the year. 80 cars, Ferraris, McLarens, Mercedes, BMWs, Lamborghinis, all lined up on the grid. 80 of them roaring into the first turn. It's absolutely amazing. So that is great. And of course, for probably the more serious fans, there's the whole intrigue of a 24-hour race. It's a marathon. It's an extreme sport. It's strategy. There's so much involved.
The endurance race in Dubai is certainly an event that drivers look forward to with months of planning, particularly for the Racing Divas team Schubert, who started their team at the Autodrome a few years ago, and since then, they've established themselves as an all-girls racing team.
2 years ago, we started here with a complete ladies team with just female drivers, and we called ourselves the Racing Divas. We started with a Renault Clio, and the year after that, we improved and got ourselves a bigger car, a faster car, and we drove in the BMW from Schubert Motorsports. We won our class last year, so this year a new team, 2 new female drivers, but the same car, the same team. It's very important because we are preparing the whole year for this race, so it's a very important race for us. It's where we are busy working on during the whole year.
And according to the 3-day forecast of the National Center of Meteorology and Seismology, poor weather conditions will last until Wednesday. Experts say rain, fog, and winds will continue. Motorists are being advised to exercise caution when driving. Meanwhile, the public is being advised to stay inland and away from the beaches as seas are expected to remain rough.